Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and if you've been toying with the idea of getting a leather folio case for your brand new 8 Plus but are put off by the general lack of protectiveness of cases like that, you might want to check out the Strada Folio by OtterBox. So this case is wrapped in a genuine leather front and back, has a really nice feel in the hand, yet it's an OtterBox and it has the protectiveness of an OtterBox. It's not the OtterBox Defender, it's not that protective, but it's really quite protective, has a great, really nice premium feel to it. It's got a stand function, got some card storage, and is just overall a really nice case. So you might want to check this out. Let's look at this a little further on my silver iPhone 8 Plus. Looking a little bit more closely at this product, we have leather panels that are on the front and on the back. This is a genuine leather. It's not one of the vegan or faux leathers or anything like that out there. Has a very nice solid feel to it. The sides here are a combination of a rubber and a polycarbonate, and when you open it up, we have a microfiber lined interior, and then the section here that is holding your phone is a combination of polycarbonate and rubber with a microfiber pad here on the back to cushion the back of your phone. So overall, really quite a nicely made case. There are not any magnets in it with the exception of the magnetic closure here, which does an excellent job in keeping everything closed. Putting your phone in this case is pretty straightforward. Simply put in the one side and then clip the others into place. Looking at the fit of this case on my iPhone 8 Plus, you've got a nice firm fit on the sides and on the top. There are a few areas on here which fit a bit more loosely. They're basically the areas that only have rubber and no polycarbonate. So that would be the area around your volume buttons. Definitely gives more there, and definitely at the bottom here. Now, if you don't pull it away, it's not going to sag or anything like that, but if you mess with it, as you can see, it will pull away a bit. So just do be aware of that. But overall, I find this to be a nice, tightly fitting case on the iPhone. We do have a good amount of lip with this. This should be nicely protective for your delicate iPhone screen. Do be aware that I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is the Zag Glass Plus, for those of you that might be curious. If I did not have this on here, I would have even more protective lip. This should fit well with other case-compatible screen protectors as well, including OtterBox's own Alpha Glass. Looking here at our port openings, the port openings are nicely generous. You should not have any issues with most third-party lightning cables, and your speaker and microphone areas are nicely recessed there for protection, which is great. This case will also support wireless charging, so this is a really wonderful thing. If you haven't used wireless charging yet with your 8 Plus, I recommend that you go out and get a wireless charger because it is honestly just a real pleasure. It's one of my favorite things about having the iPhone 8 Plus and iPhone 10. Wireless charging is fantastic. So going around to the sides here, we have a little jut out here at the bottom. Gives you a bit more protection in those bottom corners, which is excellent. Same thing at the top. Sides going along here, we have a little bit of grip here, and then the microfiber in the interior also has a tiny bit of grip as well. This is a case that stays just fine in your hand, but I wouldn't say that this is an overly grippy case. Our buttons here are nice and responsive, got a nice amount of click to them, and you can still operate them with the case closed. A little bit harder to press here, but really just fine. You cannot, however, access the mute switch when the cover is closed. Speaking of the mute switch, this area is nicely accessible, no issues at all in getting to it, and overall this is generally a nice area, although as I said before, you do have this little tendency for the rubber to pull away over here, but really only if you mess with it. If you don't, then I think it's just fine. Got our jutting out corners here at the top also. And then going over here to our power button, it is nice and clicky. One nice thing about the cover here is that the magnet here works to keep your cover open as well as closed, so it folds it out of the way really quite nicely. So looking at the back of the case, we have this nice leather, as I mentioned before. Everything is really quite nice with it. Has really quite a nice upscale look, and the leather has a pleasant feel in the hand. Our camera is very well protected here, absolutely no issues there. And as I said before, you can access your volume up and down buttons with the case closed. You can also carry on a conversation with the case closed because we do have an opening here for your ear speaker. So lots to love here. So looking at our card storage compartment, compartment in the Folio cover. You can fit 2 cards in here, but you really cannot fit anything more. This is not a large capacity folio. It doesn't really call itself a wallet or anything like that. It's just a folio with a place for a card and maybe 2 if you can squeeze them in. But honestly, I think 2 is a little bit of a squeeze. I suppose if you're doing this every day, then 2 is going to be fine, but 2 sort of looks like it's pushing it. Now, how do those close if you have 2 of them in there? Well, with 2, it is still closing, and so I wouldn't put anything more. You could perhaps put like 1 card and a folded up bill. That would be fine, but you get any bigger than that and your cover is not going to close properly using the magnets. As I mentioned before, this is a drop protective case. It meets the standards for OtterBox's Drop Plus protection program, which measures not only drop protection, but also general measures of durability for the case, and I think it should do a good job in protecting your phone. However, unlike other manufacturers, OtterBox does not give drop height ratings to its cases, so it doesn't say, well, this is going to protect you to a 4-foot drop, or a 6-foot drop, or an 8-foot drop. They simply just don't mention it at all, so we don't really have any idea on that. However, looking at other similar types of cases, I would have to guess that this is probably in the 4 to 6 foot drop range, probably not a whole lot more, but that's just my guess. I don't personally do drop testing. At any rate, it has a nice executive look. I think it's going to provide good protection to your phone and be a pleasure to use. So lots to love about the OtterBox Strada for iPhone 8 Plus. Again, we've been looking at the OtterBox Strada Folio for iPhone 8 Plus. This case is also compatible with the 7 Plus and is available directly from OtterBox as well as from other retailers. Its MSRP is $54.95 if you are getting it from OtterBox Asia and $59.95 if you're getting it from OtterBox USA. It comes in 4 colors. You have the white shown here as well as a black, brown, and green option. I'll put links below where you can find out more about it. Many thanks to the kind folks at OtterBox Asia for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this product, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do consider it because I have lots more great case accessory reviews for iPhone 8 Plus yet to come. Again, this is Kristen and this is the OtterBox Strada for iPhone 8 Plus. Have a fantastic day.